Hi, I'm Cynthia Zim. Welcome to Luna Nueva. Today I'll be talking about the Taurus New Moon, which takes place on April 24th, this Friday, at 9:24 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Last month we talked about the Aries New Moon, which took place on March 26th, and the Aries New Moon was the first new moon of our natural solar year, which begins at spring equinox when the sun moves into Aries. And the Aries New Moon is all about survival. It is where we come out of the amniotic waters of winter. Water Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac and the last sign of winter. It is where we are in a gestation period. And when the Aries new moon comes around, it's when soul and spirit unite and we're ready to burst forth into the new season. Aries is a fire sign, and it's all about spirit. And so the Aries new moon was about springing forth into spring. As I said, it's a survival mode, but it's all about action. And in the Taurus new moon, the Taurus lunar cycle, we're dealing with that seed of Aries, the seed bursting forth and falling onto the earth is where Taurus comes in, because Taurus is an earth sign. And Taurus is where we nurture the seed, and the seed begins to feel comfort. It finds fertile soil in which to break out of the shell and set down some roots. So the Taurus New Moon, which takes place this Friday on April 24th, is all about us looking back to what we brought into our lives during the Aries lunation. What thing did we start? What were our instinctive desires at that time? Aries gives birth to our instinct and pushes us forward towards our desires. Of course, we know that Mars rules Aries, and Mars is the lower octave of Pluto, which represents our soul's desires. And so Mars, Aries, is the instinctive way that we act out to get our soul's needs met. And so the whole month prior to the Taurus New Moon, which is on April 24th, was about how we were acting out, or how we were acting instinctively. Sometimes egos come up, sometimes we experience anger or rage, but Aries is all about the primal self. It's about attention me and what I want and what I need and taking action. So with Taurus, it's time to look at our actions over the last month and see what we need to nurture and what we don't want to grow in our lives. If we have had experiences or we've experienced behaviors coming from ourself, because Aries is all about self and the primal me, it's time to take responsibility for those actions and really nurture the ones that give us comfort, the ones that feel right. Taurus energy is about values, and it's the physical self. And so with Aries, it's like the baby, the primal being that is born. And then in Taurus, which is this lunar month, we need to nurture that baby. The new moon is taking place at 5 degrees Taurus, which is very early in the Taurus 30-degree zodiac. So there's a lot of innocence with this lunation. It means that we must treat ourselves very kindly and as if we're little babies, and that we need to nurture ourselves physically. It's time to take really good care of our body. With Aries, it's more about spirit and will and desire. With Taurus, it's about nurture, self-nurture. It's about eating good food. It's about getting the exercise that we need, breathing the air. It's time to return to our senses and to pay attention to our body. Today is April 22nd, and this morning I awoke to an incredibly beautiful cosmic event. The moon, which was waning and was a delicate crescent, very thin, fragile, delicate crescent moon above the eastern horizon, was in a conjunction aspect to Venus, the planet of love and beauty. And I don't know how many of you have been able to watch Venus as a morning star over the last week or so, but the planet is brilliant and dazzling. And this morning there was an occultation from the root word occult. It was actually an eclipse. The moon eclipsed Venus. And I was able to watch it happen from my home here in southwestern Colorado. It was incredibly beautiful. And as the moon continues to grow smaller and wane, before the Taurus New Moon of the evening of April 24th, Friday evening, we will be experiencing what's known as a black moon, which means that we'll have very, very dark skies. And this is another type of gestation period where we're able to plant the seeds psychically in the cosmos for the upcoming lunation. It's a very powerful time, magical time. And so for all of us, it's time to consider between now and the new moon of April 24th in the evening there around 9 p.m. what we want to give form to in this coming month. As I said, the Taurus New Moon is an extremely fertile moon. It's where the seed puts down roots, and of course we know that the seed cannot grow unless it's watered and nurtured. And so we're like little seeds that have been put forth, that have burst forth into the cosmos, into the cosmic soup. And in Taurus, we need to nurture those seeds. So, as I said earlier, it's time to really pay attention to your body, your physical body, and your intuition, and take really good care of yourself physically. Taurus is also about being calm and peaceful and stable and persevering. And this particular lunation is in a trine aspect to Pluto in Capricorn, which means that those who are calm and peaceful and steady and steadfast and patient and persevering are the ones that are going to make the greatest gains over this coming month. Also, we will be using those kind of energies to achieve our goals. This is really important. And the other aspects that are in orb at the time of the new moon indicate that selfish ego is not going to work for us. We need to be calm and patient and diplomatic and persevering, and to really appreciate the Mother Earth. We have Earth Day coming up, and time to be extremely appreciative about the Earth. Actually, Earth Day is today, I believe. So wonderful time for Moon and Venus to be in a conjunction aspect. It's incredibly beautiful down here today. And I'm so thankful and grateful to be on this planet Earth. And that's what Taurus is all about. So take it easy, one day at a time. Be calm, patient, diplomatic, and nurture those bodies. Really eat the food that's good for you. Get rid of all the junk food. Go through your cabinets, get rid of it. And start to really take care of the physical you. Happy New Moon.